Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is perhaps going to be the lesson that opens up a whole new world for you, like for me, this subject did. And this is, we're going to dive headfirst into the beautiful and very, very practical subject of ear training using blues music. Now, I believe there is a common belief that ear training is not, I wouldn't say not important, but people neglect it so much that I know many people who have been playing for 10 years and the time they devoted to ear training is so little. While I can guarantee you that if you would spend, just a little bit in each practice or once every couple of days even, practicing your ears, it's going to take you way, way, way farther than any other new scale or something else that your fingers will learn. Because remember that what we want to achieve eventually is that the music would come from our mind. And for example, when we improvise or when we play a solo, we want to hear something first here and make it up here and then move it to the fingers. And not just, making runs with our fingers, random runs, and hoping that something good will come out of this, because the result can be much better when it comes from here. So how do we do it? How are we going to start listening in HD to music and be able to pick the best notes when we improvise and even enjoy listening to music on a whole new level, because we will understand and hear what's going on? And we're going to be using the blues music. Why? Blues music, besides the fact that any other kind of Western music almost grew out of it, like rock and roll, pop, jazz, everything else, because the blues is the beginning and blues is simple. Blues in general, the basic blues, the basic form of the blues, only uses 3 chords. These are the 3 chords that have the most unique and special sounds and that are easy to recognize compared to others. Now, what the hell am I talking about? Let me tell you that. A short theory lesson before we jump into it, and this is, first of all, as you might know already, we got scales, and we got what we call the melodic scale, and we got the harmonic scale. And they can come out of the same scale. What am I talking about? Let me tell you. So the melodic scale, let's say we are in the key of E major. So it starts on the E. The second note is the F sharp. The third note is the G sharp. Fourth note is the A. Fifth is the B. Sixth is the C sharp. Seventh is the D sharp. And then coming back to the first. The 8 is actually the first again, the E. Now, if we are harmonizing this scale, so we get 7 different chords that each one of them not only sounds differently, but it acts differently. And the one chord here would sound the same compared to the 5 chord here, as it sounds in a different key. For example, in the key of C, here's our 1 chord, which is a C, and here's our 5 chord, which is a G. So the relativity between them is the same. What am I saying? So the 1 chord is very important, and pay attention to this trick, because this is how songwriters arouse feelings in the listeners, good songwriters. And this is that, for example, the E, the 1 chord, sounds like home, sounds balanced, and you can hear it in songs. The places where the song sounds at ease, like there's no tension in it. On the other hand, we got the 4 chord. So the blues uses the 1, the 4, and the 5. And the other chords, the 2 and the 3 and the 6 and the 7, they are basically sort of coming out of the 1, the 4, and the 5, and we won't pay attention to them right now. We will pay attention to the 3 most important ones, which are the 1, the 4, and the 5. So the 1 sounds like home. The 1 sounds like home, and it's called a tonic. The 4 sounds like it's building up to something. It's called subdominant, but it's not there yet. You get it? So it's E, home. 4. Building up to something, came back to the 1. Alright? And then we come up to the 5. So the 5 is the top of the song. And then we then get down to the 4 and then to the 1. Now, as you can notice in the form of the blues, we are going to see the 12-bar blues, the most common form of the blues. The basic 12-bar blues, not including like jazz blues and more complicated stuff. So the 12-bar blues has the 1 and then the 4. Let's say like this: the 1, it's down here, it's relaxed, and then the 4, and then the 1, and then the 4 again, the 1, and then boom, it's going all the way up. Now, if you are going to be able to listen to it and to hear these changes and where we are right now, like I said, it will let you pick much more meaningful notes when you improvise. It will let you write songs, with more meaning behind them and use more tricks and many other things. And obviously, ear training has so many more levels to go towards, and it's a lifelong journey. Like recognizing all the intervals, like this is a major second, it's called, and this is a perfect fifth, and this is an octave. And when you can hear it and you can listen to a chord and know immediately if it's a major or a minor or a major 7, and all those things, there's always more places to go to, and with all those things the bottom line is that you can make better, prettier, more meaningful, however you want to call it, prettier music that fits the human ears better when you have good ears and you know your theory. Anyway, let's practice it on a standard blues and see how it sounds like. And after this, I'm going to send you to some other songs that you can listen to, and you will start hearing it. Now, even if blues is not your cup of tea, like I said, everything else in music came out of it, and the knowledge that you will get here, you will be able to take to everywhere else. But blues is the best place to begin hearing those chord changes because they are the most distinguishable. Alright, so here comes our 12-bar blues, and let's listen to it. We're going to start on the 1, and then we are up at the 4. 1, 1. Let's do this again, in case you missed it. 1 is here, 4 is up here, it has more tension. 5 is up here, it's all the tension, and then it just wants to be released back to the 1. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Down here. 4. Up here. There is some tension, but now back to the 1. 1, 1. 4. 4. 4. 4. 1. 1. 1. 5, 4, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4. Now we start it all over again. 1, 1. Try to listen to it by yourself. Where are we right now? That's right, at the 4. Back to the 1. No tension. 5, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 5. And as you can see from the fact that the 1 has no tension in it, you can see that whenever you play a song and you're thinking, with which chord should I end the song with? You know, that chord that just sounds like it's the perfect ending to the song. And this is going to be the one. Back to the 1. And this is it. Take this knowledge and start listening to it. And when you will listen to the blues, you will be able to see it and hear it all the time. And from there, you'll be able to take it to other places, like I said. I hope this has been helpful. And I will see you in the next lessons. Please let me know in the comments what other directions you want me to teach when it comes to your training. Have a great time. Goodbye.